welcome to Back to Nature Yoga. Today you'll join me on the beach in Long Beach, New York for an energizing practice to begin your day. So roll out your mat and let's begin. Today we'll focus on beginning our practice with the energizing breath of Kapalabhati. So find a comfortable seated position, sitting on both feet, and begin to tune into the natural breath. The Kapalabhati breath, or breath of fire, is energizing and detoxifying. So we'll take 3 rounds of 10 forceful exhalations through the nose. The inhale is passive, so place the hand on the lower belly, take a big inhale, and throughout the nose, press 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you'll return to natural breath. Inhale, exhale, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return to natural breath. Inhale, bring the arms up, nice big stretch. Exhale, cleanse the space around you. Inhale, bring the arms up. Roll out the wrist. Exhale, release and cleanse. One more, inhale, rise up. Exhale, letting it all go. Let's place our peace fingers on the mat and begin to roll out the neck, feeling if there's any tension. Rolling the chin from shoulder to shoulder in a half circle. Beginning to wake up the back body. And then we'll take some seated cat and cow. So rounding the spine and exhale. And as you inhale, you'll arch the spine and look up. Exhale, pull the navel in, around through the spine. Inhale, arch the back and look up. Taking this at your own pace. Moving through this seated cat and cow. And then let's take it over onto all fours position on our hands and knees. Widen the knees as wide as your mat or shoulder width distance. And then sit back into your first child pose of the practice. Noticing where the body's at and walking those hands over to the left side, side body stretch. And walking those hands over to the right. Let's come back onto all fours and then walk the arms out in front of you and begin to sink the armpits down towards the mat. Puppy pose, the seat stays up, bringing the forehead down to the mat or a block, and taking this deep thoracic spine opener. Maybe you massage out the third eye on the mat or look forward, and then bring the elbows down and snake forward into Sphinx pose. So the elbows are down, the belly is resting on the mat, and the feet are hips distance apart. Really activate through those elbows, locking them and pulling them back, and look up. And then let's look down and feel that stretch in the back side of the body, moving through this nodding of yes and no, nice and slow, holding wherever you feel that you need a deeper stretch. Let's pivot that left arm into a 45-degree angle. Look back at the right foot and use the right arm to grab the right foot. Allow the neck to hang heavy to get a deep stretch in the side of the neck as you get deep into the quad muscle here. Release the foot, bring the hand down, bring that elbow to a 45-degree angle. Use the left arm to reach back, grab hold of the left foot, release the neck, and get a deep quad stretch. Release both feet. Let's bring our head down to the mat and just windshield wiper the legs side to side to release the lower back after these deep back bends. Let's bring both arms out so you're looking like a T, and then place the left hand on the mat. Kick the left foot over to the right side in scorpion pose. So you'll get a really deep stretch in the shoulder blade, in the rotator cuff. So you're using the left arm just to help support the body as you roll the foot over to the right side. Breathe. Let's kick that foot back over to middle. Bring the left arm out, bring the right arm down to meet the mat. Push into the mat to kick the right foot over to the left side. The foot is flat on the mat, and you're pushing into the mat to get deeper into your rotator cuff. And the shoulder, and release down to the mat. Let's bring the arms out wide, tent the fingers, and begin to take some cobra rolls. So inhale, bringing the body up. Exhale, diving the head down. Inhale, arching the spine. Exhale, dive down. One more. Inhale, arch through the spine. Nice deep stretch. Release down to the mat. Take this at your own pace. Really connecting the breath with the movement. And then let's bring both feet down to the mat. Tuck the toes. Push into the arms to lift up. Hold in that cobra pose. Lifting all the way up to that upward facing dog. Pushing back into a downward facing dog. So if you're on the beach, you'll have to find a little bit more balance. If you're at home, you can just begin to walk out that downward facing dog. Just here for a moment, let's ripple forward into Uttanasana, forward fold, releasing through the lower back. Nice bend in the hips, nice bend in the knees for the first down forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise to stand. Let's bring our arms up as we inhale. Baby back bend. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Take a moment, find stillness. Look forward, find your focal point. And then let's step out into the wide edge of our mat. Coming into wide leg, finding that balance. Let's pivot the feet out and let's sink into the hips, getting deep into the hips. Inhale, reach the arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the knees. So taking some movement as you inhale and exhale. Exhale, dive down, bend through the knees. Nice squat. Let's bring the hands onto the quads and begin to dip each shoulder, getting a deep stretch in the back. Dipping the right shoulder, pushing that knee out. Dipping the left shoulder. Dipping each shoulder as slowly or as quickly as you'd like. And then let's walk the feet in and then pigeon toe the feet. Let's bring the arms out. Keep a nice straight, flat back and just hold here. Activate through the core before you release forward into your wide leg forward fold. Let's bring the arms behind the back, clasp through the hands, and begin to bring those fists over towards the ground. releasing the head, neck, and shoulders, feeling how good the stretch feels in the morning. Use the hands to guide the body back up. Nice big open through the chest. And then let's just walk the feet in a little bit closer, coming into a variation of a malasana squat. So you're welcome to find stillness or kind of move through the hips, dipping each knee towards the mat, pressing the heel into the mat, the toes into the mat, and beginning to wake up the hips. You can bring the hands in between the hips and then slowly rise to stand and make your way back to the top of your mat. So again, if you're on the beach, dig into the sand to get that balance. Find a focal point and bring that right knee into the chest. Begin to roll out the foot, using the hands to find balance. And once you've found balance, bring the hands to heart center, hold that foot up, and then with balance, step back into warrior 3, bringing the arms out to the side, or for more of a challenge, out in front of you where the biceps hover near the ears. Let's step back with control, high lunge, dip the hips down, back heel is up, pivot the back foot, warrior 2, inhale, exhale, reverse that warrior, and moving through warrior 2 into that side angle and reverse warrior. So taking this dynamic movement, side angle, using the arms, remembering to bend through that front knee, holding the side angle, and then if you can, bring that inner arm down to meet the mat and work the top arm around the body and try to take that bind. And if you can't clasp the hands, just work on getting that upper arm behind the body to open up through the chest. Bring both hands down to the mat, pivot the back foot, bring the back knee down. Inhale, low lunge with the knee down. Sink those hips forward. Bring both hands down to the mat. And let's sit back into that child's pose. Take a rest, take a breath. Release and surrender and look forward, coming back onto all fours and moving through that downward facing dog just as a transition. Ripple forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise to stand. And again, bring those arms up, baby back bend. Hands come to heart center. Finding your focal point, look forward, find that drishti. Inhale, bring the left knee into the chest, using the hands to guide. Find that balance, activate the core. Bring the hands to heart center. And when you're ready, bring the arms out and kick back, warrior 3, hovering that foot, making sure that the hips are square, using the arms for balance. And you can stay here, bring the hands to heart, or for more of a challenge, bring those hands out in front of you where the biceps come right next to the ears, plug the belly in and hold. Step back with control, high lunge with the back heel lifted. Breathe. Pivot the back foot, warrior 2, open up, sink into that front knee. Inhale, exhale, dive back, reverse that warrior. And then move through that side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. With the knee on, the elbow on the knee. Moving through this movement at your own pace. Finding stillness wherever you'd like. And then in that side angle, work to bring the hand down to meet the mat and the top arm behind the body. So you're trying to open up through that upper shoulder and grab the hands if you can, or work on bringing the hands closer together. Let's pivot forward, bringing the back knee down, low lunge with the back knee down. Inhale, exhale. Let's bring both hands down to meet the mat and sitting back into that child's pose. Release. Take a breath. Reset. Feeling the hips feel a little bit more open. Let's walk ourselves up into a seated position and arch the spine, look up, deep stretch, and working our way over to a cross-leg position, bringing the soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana, and begin to massage out the soles of the feet. You can use the elbows to push the knees down, deep hip stretch. Connecting with yourself in this moment. And you're welcome to release forward into a passive Baddha Konasana pose. Moving back into a seat, bringing both feet onto the mat. Inhale, arch through the upper body, open up through the chest, look up. And then let's begin to activate the abs and lift the feet off the mat into Navasana, boat pose. So trying to keep that upper body open, the chest is nice and open. Bringing the feet down, resetting, opening up through the chest. Activating the lower abs and releasing down to the mat. Let's windshield wiper the legs side to side to release the lower back. Feeling how good we feel as we near the end of our practice. Just have a couple more poses. So we're going to move into fish pose, which is called the destroyer of all diseases. So you'll bring both hands underneath your seat, bring the elbows in close to the body, and then push the body up using the elbows. So the chest will be lifted and you'll be coming onto the crown of your head or close to it, the higher you get up. So the hands are under the seat, the elbows are close in, and holding in this fish pose, and release down. Let's bring both knees into the chest, rolling out the low back. Nice big squeeze. Squeeze all of the muscles in your body. Make a fist with your hands, head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, exhale, release. Let go into your Shavasana, your final resting pose. Feeling the complete sensation of bliss and relaxation. Feeling the effects of a short practice and showing up for yourself today. And being so grateful for your mind and body. Feeling all of the tension melt away into the mat. Let's inhale, bring the arms up above the body, stretch and move into a fetal pose on the side, resting on your bicep. And when you're ready, slowly push up to a comfortable seated position, keeping the eyes closed or a soft gaze. Checking in, feeling relaxed and ready to take on the day ahead. Stretching out through the neck, rolling out the neck as we did in the beginning of the practice. Bringing the hands to heart center, focusing on this very moment, feeling so at ease, so focused, and so energized and ready to take on whatever comes next. Let's inhale, bring the arms up above the head, roll out the wrists. Nice big stretch. Exhale, release, cleanse the space around you. And thank you so much for taking time this morning to practice with me. Namaste. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and sending you so much love and light. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you enjoyed this practice, I would be so grateful if you can like this video, leave a comment, and please subscribe to my channel.